Virgo, what's up? What's up? It's your girl Kelly from the Queen Bee Tarot, and we are here for July's reading. I know that I'm late, but I was sick, and I think y'all know that. I was in the hospital with double pneumonia and sepsis due to unknown bacteria. In other words, they didn't know what the hell I had, but I was sick as shit. I did go ahead and pull your Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. So I pulled those, and then I also pulled messages from your angels from my oracle deck. So the first thing you have is love yourself first. So obviously some of you need to do some spiritual work on starting to love yourself first and understanding the key to loving someone else is loving you. If you don't love you, it's not attractive to someone else. So this card says your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Again, you know, when someone can tell that you don't love yourself, it's unattractive. It's very unattractive. You have a card telling you to retreat. It's time to pull inside yourself, Virgo, and please don't stay there because y'all have a bad habit of pulling in and staying there, and you start calculating and doing all these kind of things with your mind, and then you don't come out. And you lose the opportunity to meet a new love or renew your love. Now, this card has popped out twice. I thought I was losing my mind, but it came out twice. I asked for 3 cards, and I kept getting 4. So, children are somehow affecting your life right now. I don't know if it's a sick child. I don't know if it's your children. I don't know if it's a child that is autistic. I keep getting sick, autistic, like sick, or autistic, or disability, something like that. This card popped out twice. I was like, I asked for 3, so I put it back because too many popped out, and it popped out again. So I said, all right, Virgo. So let's get her done. I'm going to start with love yourself first. Now, I'm sorry, but I have to take a moment to look at my phone. I've got a family emergency going on, so you kind of got to give me 1 second here. I apologize for this. And let me just take care of this one thing, and you guys are good to go. And again, I apologize, but I've kind of got a family thing going on. So anyway, let's get it popping. Love yourself first. This is always key, and I try to explain to people that if they don't love themselves first and they give up everything they love for somebody else, all your hobbits. Ooh, that's interesting. I guess I've been having a certain movie on my mind that I want to watch, and now y'all know what it is. If you're giving up hobbies and interests and all the things you do and making yourself readily available for somebody, this could be you or a partner, it's unattractive. It's unattractive. So if you're in a relationship where you're just giving up everything about yourself that made that person fall in love with you, then that feeling is going to start to go away because you're constantly there. You're constantly in someone's face. You're not doing the same gym routine and, you know, going for a jog or doing whatever it is you do that are your hobbies. You know, for me, I like to read. So that's what I do. I read people, and I like to study. So I study things. I don't watch TV very much. It's very rare. So that's why it's kind of funny that Hobbit popped out, because I've been wanting to watch that movie. So, and I'm not much of a TV person, but occasionally you will catch me in front of the TV. But I like to study. I like knowledge. Right now I'm studying physics. Next thing, who knows what it will be. You never know with me. It's been ancient Egypt. It's been the Knights Templar. It's been physics. It's been tarot. It's been all kinds of stuff. Much like you, Virgo, the Aries mind. I'm an Aries sun and Leo moon. the Aries mind never stops going, and it never stops its thirst for knowledge. So, oh no, Annabelle. Why always Annabelle? You guys will get to know Annabelle. Happens every time. I ask for a story, and I get a story. But this is the unfun part, is when I have to put it together and figure out what it means, because it just fell all over my lap. And it always gives me 2 extra, because I usually pull a 9-card spread on each card, and it always gives me 2 extra, and then I have to ask for 1. So please clarify with 1 more. Thank you. Okay, so for Love Yourself First, Love Yourself First was in the past position. I always ask for 3 cards that you need to know from the Romance Angels. Love Yourself is in the recent past position. So this is something that happened in your very recent past. It looks like you got a messenger here, and he's not really the pleasant one. He's the one who comes in and he just kind of sweeps through and cuts out everything in your life that is unnecessary. And it looks like I may have been right here about a relationship. Looks like it took a wrong turn here. He came in and it just crumbled down. And it could be, like I said, that loving yourself first and not giving up your entire life and being available to someone 24 hours a day, cooking them dinner, doing their laundry, doing that kind of stuff is not a turn on to people unless you're married and you're helping each other. You know, one goes to work, the other one does laundry, the other one goes to work, and then this one helps clean the house. That's different. But it looks here like there was I almost get like this tower moment is still going on in a relationship, because this is a rekindling. So this could be somebody, so far it doesn't look like divine timing. It looks more like a man-made connection. It doesn't look divine like a soulmate. It looks like someone you tried to force it with, and obviously it didn't work, or it's not working. Let me see something. I don't see a third-party situation, so at least I don't think I do. Again, they give me a puzzle and I have to figure it out sometimes. I don't see a third-party situation here. I just see that somebody just gave up too much of themselves for a relationship, and it was really unattractive. And it brought in like a tower moment where it was like, okay, you're constantly around. I can't handle that. It was almost like smothering. And for a Virgo, that's like, that's too much. You can't handle being smothered. Excuse me. Still getting over my unknown whatever. It feels like smothering from one or the other. For a Virgo, you don't really like to be smothered. I don't know who you're dealing with, but that's almost what it feels like. I feel like I can't breathe. Like I feel like this person's just right here. Like the spirit's like right here. And I'm like, okay, back up. Go find something else to do. Every single person, no matter what your sign is, should be in a healthy position to go and do the things that they still like to do, but maintain a relationship. You can still have your independence, but be in a relationship. Take it from somebody who just met their divine male. We have complete autonomy from each other. We have our time together, but we have our separate lives. Let me put it that way. Complete autonomy from each other. We are not around each other all the time. In fact, tomorrow will be the first time I've seen him since I got out of the hospital. He's tried, but the visiting hours, he got out of work too late. He works 7 days a week. You have to maintain autonomy from each other, a separate life, and then time together. Otherwise, again, spirit is right here in my face, and I'm like, all right, back up. I don't like people in my space for that long. So that's the feeling that I'm getting, and I'm hoping this is resonating with some of you, because you cut it off real quick. It looks like you just came in and said, or it's happening right now. Okay, Annabelle. All right, here's your introduction to Annabelle. This card, I do not understand why she looks like she wants to serial kill everybody. This deck is beautiful, and then you get her, and she looks like Annabelle, like she wants to kill you in the middle of the night. She freaks me out, and every reading I does, she has to pop the fuck out. She's like, hi, surprise, Kelly, I'm here. And I'm like, oh. She's the card I kind of want to like hide somewhere at night and then take her out when I have to. Yeah. So welcome to Annabelle, and she just came up reversed, which means that she's holding the infinity symbol, although you may not be able to see it. Those two coins are inside of an infinity symbol. She's telling you that you're out of balance. You're way out of balance. And you're manifesting the wrong things. You're manifesting things, divine things, that you're not ready for. You still have other lessons to learn that you're not learning. You haven't learned yet. You have other soulmates to meet before you ever run into a divine male or female. Do not manifest a divine male or female when you are not ready. There's disastrous consequences to that. I did not ask for my divine male. I tripped over him, literally. We saw each other 4 or 5 times. If you haven't seen that, watch the video. It's pretty funny. But you have lessons to learn, Virgo. You have to stop being stubborn, come out of your little cave, and learn the lessons that you need to learn. Do not ask for a divine male or female when you have soulmates you need to get through. There is a difference. Soulmates are lessons. They are people that come in your life and stay for a certain amount of time for you to learn a lesson, and then they go. Letting go is always hard. Your divine male or female is your ultimate partner. They are ascended spiritually as much as you are. And they will automatically see you. They will automatically love you. They will automatically know. You need to get your shit together. Get your lessons done and stop trying to manifest something that you're not ready for. It's putting you out of balance. And if it's anything a Virgo hates, is when their situation is out of balance. Even if your house is like messy, you know exactly where everything is. You can find it. But it's highly unlikely. Most Virgos keep a pretty clean house, a pretty clean mind, a pretty clean body, hygiene very good. You guys are very, very anal about that stuff. But you need to learn your lessons. This is what this is telling you. Learn your lessons before you start manifesting things that you don't understand. And this is for both male and female. So if this is for the cross watchers too. So this is for, Sun in Virgo, Moon in Virgo, Venus in Virgo, Virgo rising, and also cross watchers. If you're calling in something divine that you don't even understand and you haven't learned your lessons yet, this is sometimes the card of too many options. Right now it's telling me, Spirit is telling me, you're whoever you are, whether it's Virgo or your significant other, you are calling in something or trying to force something, create something that's not divine. You just created something that wasn't divine, right? Look how that worked out for you. Smother, 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 and then goodbye. Stop trying to create stuff that you do not understand. There are ways to understand it. Now, I read tough. I don't sugarcoat things. I tell the truth. I'm honest in what I feel. I am honest in my words. I am an Aries. I'm straightforward. I'm not trying to hurt anybody's feelings, so please do not take it that way. But if you don't understand this stuff, contact me. My email is trinity32719@hotmail.com, and it's also the same on Skype. I can help you. But whoever is manifesting or trying to force man-made connections, don't do it. There's karma to that. And everyone knows about karma. And right now, karma is not a good thing to have. We've got Mars in retrograde. Mars is the planet of war that rules Aries, who is the god of war. It's spinning backwards and it's pissed off. So all your electronics, your cars, your relationships, same thing. I even had a fight with my divine male over nothing. So be ready, because then you've got Saturn and Jupiter holding hands, skipping around, causing divine timing everywhere where it doesn't belong. We've also got Jupiter finally spinning correctly for the first time in 30 years, and it won't happen again for another 30 years. And we have a Cancer supermoon. So we're all getting nailed. It's not just you. Don't take it personal. But if you need help getting through that, please contact me, because it's going to be a lot of emotions coming out right now. The veil between worlds is real thin. And so a lot of emotions that you have been pushing down or hiding from, or truths that you have not wanted to come to terms with, they are about to come out and they're going to hit you hard. People I know that I've never even seen emotional call me crying lately. It's just what it is. So if you need help, please do not hesitate to reach out. It looks like you've been working hard on something. You've been working really hard at work. It's showing some sort of travel with work and feeling victorious about that. So it looks here like those of you that are employed, this is looking good for you. You may not get this offer yet, or you may have just gotten this offer, but it's showing that the work you're putting in is paying off. You're traveling. You're victorious. You're, how would I put it? I get it, Spirit, but I need a way to put it. Please back off. Okay, we get the point. That was, yeah. Sorry, guys. They get a little antsy when they want to get their message across. It's like your higher ups are noticing, and they're giving you more responsibility, which comes with more pay. You're traveling. You're seeing the world. You're doing very well. I don't see the Ten of Cups. That must be coming for you. I don't see the Ten of Pentacles yet. But I do see that you're moving up the corporate meat ladder. That's what I'm talking about when I say love yourself first. Keep those things first about you that you love. Virgo loves money. They love to make sure that their home is secure, that there will be a nest egg. Virgo likes to make sure that there is a nest egg. At least most Virgos that I've met. It may not resonate with everybody. It's a general reading. But I don't do extended readings that people have to pay for that can't afford it. I work with people on money and readings. The next card you have is the Star. So there's some mystery. And your intuition is telling you it's there and that you need to learn more about it. You need to start communicating about it. You need to reach out for help. Because if you notice, she's trying to gain balance. She's putting balance back into emotion. And usually, this card, a lot of the time you'll see it will be water and fire she's pouring in. It all depends. But she's creating balance again. And she's very mysterious. The Star is very mysterious. And it's telling you to start putting your feelers out there to understand what's going on with yourself. Because everybody is going through something, and I'm getting emails saying, I don't understand. Can I have a reading? I don't get it. And I will actually take the time to sit here with you on Skype, and I will explain to you what is going on and why you're feeling the way you're feeling in your particular situation. But right now, you're not sending out any messages because you've got your back to the world. You've cut yourself off after that whole relationship debacle, or whatever you want to call it. So if that relationship hasn't come to pass yet, it will. Don't turn your back on the spirituality of it, though, because that's how you're going to get the divine male and female that you're looking for. That's love yourself first. Then we have retreat. So this is telling you to go inside and figure out what loving yourself first means. Don't go get a self-help book. That's not going to help you. Loving yourself first means figuring out how to love yourself. It's not going to come from a book, Virgo. You guys like everything. You're very meticulous. You're very detail-oriented. You're very knowledgeable. But when it comes to matters like this, you need to take on some fire energy. You need to learn how to love yourself first. It's an action. It's not a thought. And that may seem foreign right now. So let's get this party popping on retreat for Virgo. What do we have for retreat for Virgo? And this is in your current position. Retreat for Virgo. So it's telling you whatever happened there, you need to go in, let it go, and come back out. And start getting right spiritually. Because loving yourself has to do with your spirit as much as it does with your body. Your mind and your spirit are one. Your health and your spirit are one. What do we got for Virgo for retreat? What do we have for Virgo and retreat? Come on. Oh. This is what happens when I rush them. Big old pile. Alright, who came out first? Here we go. This is going to be a long reading. Sorry, guys. This isn't me. This is them controlling it, and I just give you the messages. I tell you how it is. I don't sugarcoat. There it is. Okay. As much as I don't like this spread, I like it. I'll explain in a minute. Just give me a minute to sip my coffee. I've got a raging migraine and I feel like crap. However, you wouldn't catch me at a hospital if you paid me. Excuse me for 1 second again. I do have family stuff going on. So, let me check this out. I apologize, but I have a family member who went to the hospital, so I need to make sure that I'm checking and making sure that everything's okay. Apologize. Anyway, first card we got is Annabelle. I'm telling you, she stalks me. She knows I don't like the bitch, so she comes out and she stalks me. You're out of balance. But somehow, you're trying to find a victory in that. You're trying to find a way to make that a positive thing. You're out of balance from the relationship that you may have just been in or tried to create that never got off the ground. You're definitely out of balance, but you're starting to feel like you can be yourself again. You don't feel so defensive. You don't feel like you have to defend every little move you make. You're finding a victory in something that would otherwise be negative, which is a good Virgo trait. You guys have a lot of great traits. You tend to see the world in a very positive manner, even though the world is a very negative place. So you're trying to find, you or your cross-watcher, trying to find some sort of victory and lesson in what just happened. And that's good. So like I said, I like this reading, but I don't. Whatever just happened, somebody's devastated. I figured that was coming. This, to me, is the card of devastation. Other people see it as the Three of Swords. But this, for me, is devastated. This person literally cried out their entire emotions. It's like they have nothing left. They can't move. They can't do anything. They can't see the 2 cups above them that still give them hope. All their cups are poured out. Their emotion is just gone, and they are devastated. Absolutely devastated. And when you pull the Page of Wands energy into that, the way it was done, however this was cut off so sharp, and maybe with sharp words. This is the suit of fire, and fire can be just as sharp as the swords. Just as sharp as air signs. We're very sharp with our words when we're angry. So it looks like one of you may have pulled in and got frustrated. You may have pulled in some energy here that, you just got frustrated and said some nasty stuff to cut it off, and it devastated somebody, or they devastated you, because it looks like a lot of sleepless nights, anxiety. This is almost like torture of the mind. It's like being in a mind cage. I mean, she just is literally like, how do I get out? Like, how do I stop it? We've all been there at night when we have a really bad headache, we're upset, we're crying, we're devastated, and we can't even get to sleep because our head hurts so bad. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting from this card right now, is that maybe that's where the headache came from, because I didn't have one a few minutes ago. And I don't have one now. But when I pulled the cards, I could feel like a pounding headache. Like almost this person is so devastated that it's like they can't sleep at night. That's all they do is sleep, read, eat, think the situation, which is really unhealthy. Going back to what I said about loving yourself and keeping your own life, and how me and my divine male, we have autonomy from each other. We live two totally different lives in two totally different places of Boston, and we still manage. We keep our hobbies, we keep our separate businesses, we both have separate businesses, work, whatever. But when you give up everything for one person, this is what happens. So somebody there has to learn how to love themselves, whether it's you or the person that you were with. But that's not somebody that you're going to reconnect with, because the smothering was a bit much. Things are moving for you. This is the card of Cancer. I don't get into the signs. Everybody knows that. Things are moving good for you. And guess what? There's your 10 of Pentacles. Like I said, I saw it coming in the next spread. So money is moving for you. You are doing really, really well. You may have, some issues at work. People, like I said, people may get jealous when people start noticing you, but it's like you don't even notice. You see right through all the bullshit and the trickery. This reminds me of the Moon card. It's like you see right through all of it. You just walk right through all of it, and you keep doing your job, and you keep doing what you're supposed to do, and that's why you're finding yourself in a better position at work. Some of you are traveling for work and getting paid for that travel, for business meetings, for whatever it is that you do, whether it's white collar, blue collar, it doesn't matter. Some of you are being noticed, and that money's starting to come in. There's either a raise, benefits, a new position that's higher, I get, and you're just able to walk through all of the jealousy and the bullshit. Still be aware that it's behind you, though. Don't mistake that. Don't underestimate it. It's still there. Jealousy in the workplace is no joke. It gets people fired. It gets people in trouble. It marks people's records for the rest of their life. Again, listen to your intuition, Virgo. You need to be learning about getting yourself right spiritually. You need to be learning, and everybody's feeling that draw, that spiritual draw. You need to be learning about it, because it's caused you to not listen to your intuition in certain situations, like the one you just went through or are currently going through. When you start to know your soul and how it ascends and how it has to do with physics and how it's been proven. So when you start to learn these things, you'll start to understand that little voice, your intuition, and when to listen, because it's affecting your life in a major way. Right now, it's affecting it in a good way. But when you don't listen to your intuition, when you're not hearing her voice, or you're blocking out red flags, you end up in a situation like you did, making bad choices. And that's what judgment looks down on you and says, okay, you need to stop making bad choices. In this case, it's telling you you can stop making bad choices by learning, taking in knowledge, spiritual knowledge, stuff you didn't know before, learning. That's it for retreat. Next we have new love. That may be a while before you're ready, after that last tiff. So what do we have for Virgo and new love? What do we have for Virgo and new love? Talk to me. Okay, what came out first? Virgo, what in the hell is... Give you one guess. Annabelle, for the third time. Need one more card to clarify, please. New love. I need one more card to clarify new love, please. Just one more. Come on, you can do it. Okay, good. All right, Virgo. So, the story here with new love, which is in your immediate future. It doesn't mean like tomorrow, but it could be. I don't do times and, oh, well, there's you know, 4 twos here, so it could be 2 weeks, 2 months, or 2 years. I'm not going to do that. I find that ridiculous. That's just as much as saying every site. You could be dealing with an Aries, a Gemini, a Taurus, a Cancer, a Leo, a Virgo, a Sagittarius, a Scorpio. If I say every single sign, it's right. If it happens in 2 years, then it's right. No. I'm going to tell you what I hear. After this false offer of love came through, it really made you open your eyes to what it is you want. You were so unhappy in this. You or whoever it was so unhappy in this. I mean, there was just so much unhappiness. You tried to force something that wasn't even there. I don't know if it's out of loneliness, or you felt connected to this person, or they were a friend, or whatever it was. But someone got left out in the cold and cut off real quick. But you're starting to move away from this. But this just tells me, and it reaffirms what I've been telling you from intuition. This made you so unhappy that this is why you have cut off your emotions, which is not healthy. You just need to deal with it, and the Cancer supermoon is going to force you to deal with it, whether you like it or not. So, again, reach out for help. You know where to find me. Next thing we have. Annabelle. I'm telling you, she stalks me. You think I'm kidding. Again, you're out of balance. You're making foolish decisions. You are making decisions that are complete folly. It's like you, and this is very unlike Virgo, so I kind of feel like I'm pulling in either a Virgo who has an addiction, because this is so unlike Virgo, or I'm pulling in your partner. You know, this could be a drug addiction, this could be an alcohol addiction, a pill addiction, because this is very unlike Virgo to be out of balance and making foolish decisions. Virgo meticulously plans out every single decision, even a relationship, and how that relationship, before they invest in it, even how that relationship is going to fit into their life and their habits. You guys are a creature of habit. That's why I find this so odd. But you're going to start coming out of these sleepless nights. You're going to start coming out of this anxiety, whichever you are. And I'm not even sure at this point, because this is very unlike Virgo to have these kind of behaviors here. And to jump into a relationship that isn't right. It's just not like Virgo. It could be also what's in your chart. But you're going to start coming out of this craziness. You're going to start, please get balanced so that I don't have to look at Annabelle anymore. This is what, the 4th time? 3rd time? Something like that? I don't want to look at her anymore. I want to hide her in the closet and then like smash her with a hammer. But this is very unlike Virgo behavior. So if you're feeling like you're not yourself, take a good look around at what I said about the planets, about the supermoon, about all that stuff. And start learning about it. So that way, next time it hits, it doesn't hit like a brick. Because this looks like the messiest Virgo I've ever seen. You are not grounded. And you are an earth sign, so that takes some skill. Next thing we have is the... This is weird. This is all on new love. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is the slowest night. So, you know what? Okay. I get it. When this happened, like, you have taken on this energy. You have taken on this energy of the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So, he's not a very trustworthy person. You see that upright, he knows where he's going. He's the slowest knight. He's not running. He's not holding the reins. He's just hanging on to that coin for dear life. So you showed up to your reading. Thanks, Virgo. You're an earth sign. When he's upright, he rules by abundance with his family, with the royal family. They rule by abundance, by making sure everybody has what they need, by being fair. When this is in the upright, this is unfair. This is unbalanced. This is not grounded. This is a person who is acting unlike themselves, Hence what I just said. This is so un-Virgo, it's not even funny. I know the signs very well, and I know that you're very meticulous and you're very particular, so seeing you kind of out of whack like this scares me a little bit. When we got Virgos going nuts, kind of makes me want to hide. But when the Aries start going nuts, I'm going to grab a weapon and make sure that I'm ready. This is ungrounded. This is a person who's cutting with words, who's not taking care of responsibilities, who's not doing what they're supposed to do, and they feel wrong about it in this situation. That's why we've got the Queen of Swords reversed, because when she's upright, she's a stern ruler to begin with. Her family rules by fear. They rule by fear. They are the air signs. So they rule with the mind. They rule with tactic. That's how they would defend their kingdom, with tactic. You pulled in this energy and you pulled her in upside down because you're so frustrated that you were neglecting your responsibilities to try and spend way too much time with somebody or doing something. My guess is with somebody. That you pulled this in and you got real sharp and nasty because you felt out of balance. But for you, it felt like a victory. You felt like you could finally breathe and do the things that you normally do and be you again. And that's what I get from this, and that's what they're saying to me, is that you were feeling this way. You were feeling lethargic and like you couldn't be yourself, like, you know, you're a creature of habit and you couldn't do those habits. Like someone or something was in the way, and it was causing you to get frustrated to the point where you got nasty. You got really nasty and cut somebody off or cut something off, and it hurt them pretty deeply. Remember the card of devastation. But for you, it felt like a victory because it felt like finally freedom. So if it's you or your cross-watcher, whoever it is, you could be cross-watching because it's your Venus or whatever. But if this is your partner watching, this was a victory for them. You smothered the hell out of them. You can't do that to a Virgo. They need space. They need time. Much like a divine male, they need to live autonomously and have their own separate habits, but still have time with you. And that is it for new love. So those are lessons that you still need to learn before you mess around, like I said, and call in something that you don't understand. If you want to learn about soulmates and divine males and all of that stuff, find me. I have plenty of knowledge for you. So now we're moving on to children, because I find this weird. Not only did it pop out twice, it popped out in your messages from angels. Come on, talk to me, because I'm curious to know about this. Can we stop with the puzzles, please? Say what? Okay, this is so un-Virgo. It's definitely Mars in retrograde. This is so un-Virgo. Either y'all got a drug problem or I don't know. Because this is a spread on children, so this is something they wanted you to know about. Your love life is being affected by children. So I'm wondering, because the other situation can resonate with some of you, it does not have to resonate with all of you, but now I'm getting a different story here. When the children come up, it's like I'm getting a story here about people who are married, couples that are married. So this may be for you guys. I don't understand where this even came from. I told you it jumped out twice, and there's a message in there about someone having a child. The Knight of Pentacles, frustrated. Again, not being yourself. A third-party situation. Ruined a marriage. Somebody ruined a marriage. And what I'm getting is that this third party is probably pregnant. Or now your wife is pregnant. And this is right in the middle of all of it. This is a definite third party situation that I've seen a couple times now, but this is a marriage ruined by a third party situation by doing something that you wouldn't normally do. So something happened there, something big. That tower moment that we talked about in the beginning of the reading, somebody's pregnant. And I want to say it's the other one, the homewrecker. For some of you, and for others, it could be your wife. Somebody's pregnant. And now you have no idea what to do. Next thing you have is the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the card of devastation as well. You notice she's staring at the one empty cup, but she doesn't see the three offers behind her and next to her. She is so focused and depressed on that one cup that has nothing in it, because that's the offer she was waiting for. And it either didn't come through, or it got destroyed. Because there's no beginning there. So she's pretty devastated, and if you look, she's staring just at that one cup. And the Ace of Pentacles reverse means there's no new start there. There's no new start there. Someone's looking to leave. Another third party situation. Someone's looking to leave the situation. And it's probably the wife who's pregnant. For some of you, or the wife, because the other one is pregnant. This is what I'm getting. Don't ask me. Let me know if it rings true. This is weird for Virgo. My energy is way off on this, and what they're telling me is just weird, because this is not something I typically see with Virgo. But somebody here is ready to leave the situation. They're done with it. There's not going to be a new beginning. What they wanted, they didn't get, which was probably faithfulness. But yes, third party situation, no new start, devastated by the offer that was made and never came through. Doesn't even care what you have to say around that. Does not care about your wealth or the nice home you have or the nice cars you drive. It's the offer that was made that didn't come through that broke this person's heart. The last thing we had, again, someone is definitely getting ready to leave. They're done fighting for this relationship, and they feel that it's time to let go. So where we've already seen the Hierophant and Justice, this could probably mean a divorce. This person is done fighting for the relationship. This may not be the first time a third party entered, except this time it concerns a child. They're ready to go. And so if you see divorce papers soon, I wouldn't be surprised. Because I'm getting court. They're tired. They don't want to play this tug-of-war game with you anymore. They don't want this strife with you anymore. This was such a shock to their system. That is why they are devastated. I see divorce coming through for some of you. And that was the Children card, and it popped out twice. The next thing I have for you is your messages from your angels. Akasha, which is actually the fifth element, and people don't know that. There's earth, air, fire, water, and Akasha. Oh, actually, there's a sixth element, metal, but no one counts that one either. Akasha is something totally different and a whole nother explanation. You are a spiritual teacher. You have the ability to counsel others and help them awaken their spiritual gifts and divine life mission. They're telling you they want you to learn more about what is going on with your spirit. It will explain what is going on in your life. It will explain the karmic debts that you are paying. It will explain the karma that keeps coming back to you. For you singles, it will explain why you keep ending up dating the same person with the same face. For you married people, it will explain why this particular karma keeps coming up for you. Seraphina, I am the angel of happy families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. Somebody's pregnant. You may not know it yet. Somebody's pregnant. And I keep getting that it's the third party. But I mean, in some situations, it could be the wife. But I keep getting that the third party ended up pregnant. And now you don't know how to tell them. Or they may both be pregnant. Where it came up twice, it fell out of the deck twice here, and then I got it there. So it could indicate that both of them are pregnant. And now you have to figure out what to do. Bridget, caution is warranted. Look deeper into the situation before proceeding further. Like I said, learn what you're doing before you start manifesting, because what you put out there is what you get back. So if you're putting out there third-party situations, pregnancies that shouldn't be happening, you need to get your karma right. You need to get in touch with me and figure some shit out, because this is a hot mess. And for Virgo, I am shocked. I'm shocked as shit. Astara, you deserve the best. Reach for the stars with your dreams, desires, and don't compromise. So for those of you who have a good work situation going on, that's for you. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're coming up. You're coming up, man. You're coming up on top. Keep walking past those negative people. Just keep in mind, friends close, enemies closest. That's all I have for you today, Virgo. I don't know what is going on with this Mars retrograde thing, and Jupiter and Saturn holding hands, and Mercury spinning the right way, and Cancer supermoon, but you're about to get hit hard. So is everybody else. But by far, that's the worst that I've seen yet. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to tell you to get right. That's it. Your girl, Kelly from Queen Bee Tarot, and I will catch you on the flip. See you later, guys.